This is Life with Herpes, and this is episode 92. I am your host, Alexandra Harbushka, and I'm always grateful and honored to be here with you. So thank you for being here with me, whatever it is you're doing, wherever it is that you are in the world. I am in Las Vegas right now. Maybe you are in Las Vegas too. Sorry if that made a lot of noise with my hair over the mic. Maybe you are in Michigan, maybe you are in Australia. I don't know. Wherever you are, it is super cool to be here with you. So thank you for joining me. If you are listening to me, then welcome. If you're watching me, hello, whatever your method is, whatever you like the best. That reminds me, if you are not subscribed to the show, whether you are watching this on YouTube, you can subscribe right now, or if you are listening in iTunes or whatever platform you listen on, go on ahead and subscribe to the show so that you can find out when the next episodes are. Also, if you are not a member of the Life with Herpes community, I really want to invite you to do so. It is such a great way to meet other people just like you and just like me who have genital herpes, oral herpes, or a combination of both. Yay, that's me. Anyways, yeah, I'd love to invite you to come over. There's so much going on, and I'll share a little bit about that as I go through this topic today. So I'll share a little bit more with you at the end. All right, so let's get to it. I want to talk to you about the 5 foods that can trigger or cause an outbreak. So what has been happening in our secret community, and that's one of the reasons why I want you to join, so it's not so secret to you anyways, but in our secret community, our Slack group, our Life with Herpes community, people have been asking me a lot, and other members in the group, I'm getting texts, I'm getting emails, all that fun stuff like that. People are going like, hey, Alexandra, are there some foods that trigger my outbreaks? Or are there some ways that I can prevent an upcoming outbreak? So I really wanted to address this in a quick video or podcast, however you're listening. I really wanted to address this so that we could kind of start to put our food groups in order. Before I tell you what these 5 things are, here's what I don't want to happen. I don't want you to leave listening to this going, oh my gosh, I can't have anything. My life's over. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? And no. Okay, this is a guidance. This is something to take note of, pay attention. And a lot of what I'm hearing from other people in our community, they're like, hey, Alexandra, getting herpes has been a great thing because it's forced me or allowed me or opened up, or I've seen something that I didn't realize that I was doing in my life that was really maybe not so good. So for me personally, when I got herpes, it forced me to get my shit together. I was eating breakfast burritos with extra cheese. Which they were good. Let's be honest, they were good. Those were so good. I was going to happy hours. I was eating nachos. I was eating pizza. I was eating, normal stuff that's for a 26-year-old that's yummy, but is it really a long-term healthy choice? We all know the answer. Okay, so without further ado, let me get to the 5 things that are not good. Number 1. Wait. Before I get there, let me back up. The reason why these foods are not good, well, they're good, but they're not good for people like you and me who have herpes, is because they are very high in arginine and they are low in lysine. So go back a couple episodes. I think it's episode 91, where I talk about what is lysine, what is arginine, what's the combination, what's it doing to our bodies, and how does it create an outbreak. The really, really quick Cliff Notes version. Do they even have Cliff Notes anymore? I don't know. Anyways, the really quick Cliff Notes version of it is the higher the arginine content or count, it's like fuel to the fire. It feeds the herpes virus. It's like Miracle-Gro to a weed, right? So it creates an environment in which the herpes virus can replicate, spread, grow, pass, do all that fun stuff. Not what we want going on in our bodies, right? We don't want to make it feel comfortable. We want to make it a very hostile environment for the virus. So now let me get to number 1. Number 1, you ready? Coconut. Okay. So before you're like, whoa, Alexandra, what are you talking about? Coconut's a superfood. Coconut saves everything. It saves the world, saves lives, does all this stuff. It creates, there's antioxidants, there's healing properties, it helps you lose weight, all these things. And yes, that is true. But coconut meat and coconut milk, so the meat, which is like the flakes, what you would have, let's say, in a German chocolate cake, or, in your acai bowl, they might put some coconut shavings or flakes on it, or in a Miami Vice, that the drink, the pink, it's like pink and coconut. Anyways, those are so good. I got one of those coconut drinks. So those coconut milk and coconut shavings, coconut milk is in a lot of vegan dishes. They use it as a substitute for cream. So it's like a coconut curry. It's so good. I know Whole Foods over here where I live, they have a lot of coconut curry. What else? They just use it in a lot of like Thai foods. They use a lot of coconut cream. If you are dairy free, a lot of times ice cream will have coconut cream in it. All the good stuff. But anyways, so coconut milk or cream, same thing, and shavings are two things that are really high in arginine. What you can have and what is really good for you, and like you're probably going, what are you talking about, Alexandra? Coconut's so good. Yes, the coconut oil and coconut water are both really, really good for you. But the coconut cream and coconut shavings are really high in arginine. Okay? So that's that. Number 2, caffeine. I know, caffeine. I love caffeine. When I was in my 20s, I was like, give me an IV of my latte, okay? I personally have given up caffeine. It does not have anything to do with having herpes. I mean, maybe it does. Maybe it's my body's way of saying, cut back a little bit. Me personally, I'm like, I get all jittery and then I crash. So that's me personally. But if you're the type of person that's like, I need my triple drip venti, extra hot %, no whip, extra foam, no foam, slash of this with a cup of that, and then put this in here, and I want my own little thing. So maybe we cut back from that. Maybe we go down to some decaf. Maybe we go to, if we're drinking multiples, we cut it back to just 1 cup, enjoying that 1 cup. So the caffeine itself is not an arginine food, but what it does do is it creates a very acidic environment in your body. And when your body is acidic, it allows your immune system can shut down. So your immune system drops. It's trying to get it back to not being acidic, and that's an opportunity or an environment in which the virus can breed. It can grow, it can pop up and be like, hey, I'm here. So creating a very acidic environment, which caffeine causes it, is an opportunity for the virus to just like have some fun, right? Again, would I say cut out caffeine completely? No, not at all. What I'm saying is, hey, maybe if you're realizing like, gosh, I live off of caffeine. I go to Dunkin' Donuts. If you're an East Coast person, if you're a West Coast, you're like, I am a Starbucks. I live there. Great. Just kind of start cutting back and looking at other ways that you can perhaps maybe enjoy the ritual of having a cup of coffee, but not have so much. Okay, number 3, chocolate. I know, chocolate. I know. Okay, so chocolate, it does have a lot of arginine in it. Unfortunately, right? I'm a huge chocolate lover. I love chocolate. It's not something I want to give up, but it's something I take notice of. So I pick and choose what is important to me and when I want to eat the chocolate. Like I said, I don't give it up. I am not saying get rid of it, but chocolate does have a lot of arginine in it. It also has a lot of health benefits too, right? It can lower your blood sugar. It just gives you the happy, good feelings. It's kind of sexy too, right? But anyways, yeah, I love chocolate. I still enjoy chocolate daily. However, I'm very picky about what type of chocolate I enjoy. So I personally have the 85% chocolate. It is dark chocolate. It's the darkest chocolate you could buy, and that satisfies my chocolate cravings. So what I'm trying to say is when you're at a, like when I go to the doctor, which is kind of funny that the doctor offers, they have like little chocolates at the front door when I go to the doctor. It's not the quality of chocolate that I want, so I pass on it, knowing that at home I have the really good chocolate that satisfies me, and just a little square will satisfy me. So that's another thing. So keep that in mind. Like I'm saying, don't give it up, but be a little bit more selective of some things. I just be a little more selective. Okay, number 4, nuts. I know, another good one, right? So nuts, especially peanuts. Now, peanuts are not nuts, but I'm throwing them in there because the word nut is in there, okay? I'm not going to get into the history of what a peanut is, what the difference between an almond and a peanut, whatever. In our minds and just our layman's terms, I throw peanuts into the nut category. Peanuts are really high in arginine, and it's one of those trigger foods that there's a lot of people, and maybe this is an aha moment for you, there's a lot of people that as soon as they eat peanut butter or peanuts, they go, uh-oh, like I'm getting an outbreak, or uh-oh, I'm getting an outbreak. It may not be a trigger for you. It may be one of those things where you're like, I've had a peanut butter sandwich for the last 5 years and I've only had one outbreak. That's awesome. But yeah, keep in mind, just peanut butter and then other nuts, they're very high in arginine. They are really great. And this is the hard thing about it, which I kind of struggled with initially, is I would keep the nuts in my purse, right? So if I was going to be going somewhere and I need a little snack, I would throw the nuts in my purse because they're such a great, they don't go bad in your car. Like they just don't go bad, right? So you can start finding some other options. I still have some nuts. I still enjoy my nuts. Sounds so funny. I still enjoy them, but I am cautious. It is something I go, okay, I've had a handful, I'm good, right? I don't go back for a second, third, fourth, fifth handful like I did when I was in college with the Trader Joe's little trail mix bunch. Oh my gosh, it was so good. So yeah, just be a little bit mindful of it. Like I'm saying, don't give up nuts, but maybe play around. Maybe you realize like, hey, the almonds was what really triggers it, where the Brazil nut doesn't. So start playing around and looking. Okay, here's our last one. Sugar. Okay, now I know this shouldn't be a surprise. I know that sugar has been the villain of everything in the health industry. It's been, it causes diabetes, it causes weight gain, it causes, heart disease, it causes acne, it causes all this fun stuff. And while that is very true, the reason why I'm talking about sugar for our community and specifically to herpes is when you do have high amounts of sugar in your body, which as the American diet, we do. Everything has sugar in it. If you buy anything processed, store-bought, even salsa has sugar in it, spaghetti sauce has sugar in it, ketchup, everything has sugar in it. It lowers your immune system. So when there's sugar in your body, your immune system just kind of shuts down. And what happens when your immune system shuts down? The obvious, right? It allows either other viruses to come in. So then when your immune system wakes up, it's like, oh my gosh, we got this other thing in here, we got that other thing, and oh my gosh, and what are we gonna do? And how are we got herpes that's trying to pop up, and we got all these, like the flu virus just popped in, so anyways, it has to work overtime and it has to work double time. So we don't wanna put our body or our immune system in a position where it has to work overtime. It's already working hard enough to keep you strong, healthy, alive, beautiful, living life and doing the things that you enjoy. Let's try and cut back in some of these areas so that it can be stronger. It can be like, okay, I got this. So that when you do indulge in a piece of chocolate cake on your birthday, it's not going to go into shock. It's not like, here we go again, another piece of chocolate cake after this morning we had brownies and then no. All right. So just let it do its thing. So here's what I'm trying to say. Again, like I said in the beginning, don't leave here going, oh my gosh, Alexandra just said, I can't do this, I can't do that, my life, blah, 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 blah. No. What I'm saying is pick and choose, be cautious, be aware, and enjoy. When you have them, enjoy it. When I have my chocolate, I enjoy it. I enjoy every single bite. If I have a peanut butter ant on the log, I enjoy it. I'm like, ooh, it's so good, right? So enjoy it. All right, like I mentioned earlier in this video, in this recording, I said, hey, I want to tell you a little bit more about the community. So lifewithherpes.com, go there, sign up, join, it's free. Join our free secret community. There's hundreds of people just like you and me in there. It is a chatty bunch. They are asking questions, answering questions, making friends. It is so cool to see people from all over the world becoming really good friends through our virus. What else? That's it. I think that's all I wanted to say. All right. Thank you for joining me today. I cannot wait to see you soon. And I don't know. I feel like I want to say something funny, but I can't think of anything right now. All right. I will see you soon and have a great rest of your day. Mwah. Bye.